Hello guys, how are you? I hope you are good and everything is going well. Um, I hope you have been following up on all the other classes as well. And today we are going to again work more on Anapan. I told you yesterday also, I will give you more details about it. So let's open our session for today. Wherever you are, just go sit on your mat, all right? Sit in any comfortable position where the back neck remains straight. And when you feel ready, very gently close your eyes. Gently close the eyes. Keep the back neck straight. Close the eyes. And slowly start observing your breath. Shift your entire attention and focus to your breathing. Very slowly and gently now become aware of your body. Be in your posture. Give some time to your body for it to align itself, to adjust itself. Now gently come back to the breathing and slowly begin to deepen the breath. Slow, long and deep inhalations. Slow, long and deep exhalations. We will open today's class by chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shantis. Take a deep, prolonged inhalation for Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Feel the vibrations, feel the sensations. Join your palms together and rub the palms. Place the palms on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Come back with a smile on your face and namaste. Let us begin our session for today. So, in previous class, we talked about Anapan and what is the technique exactly. We tried to understand that thing through the last class. Okay. And in today's class, we are actually going to work on the common things that are happening, right? So whenever I try to do Anapan, there's something that is happening, right? And I just want to understand why that thing is happening. So one point that I will mention again, right? And if I missed it in previous class, it's still okay. Then it's not again. It's not repetition, right? As soon as I shift my focus to my breathing, I begin to change it. One thing is this. So you have to come out of this thing, right? You have to observe the breath as it is. And second thing that begins to happen as I focus on my breathing is that it becomes very subtle, right? So generally, my breath, it is a very like it's having a very subtle nature, but because of everyday stress and tension, my breath becomes very gross in its nature. Gross meaning I'm inhaling, exhaling more forcefully. My breath is becoming very short, right? So because of my day-to-day activities, my breathing, it's really not going fine because the actual quality of the breath is very subtle, right? So, in this case, when the breath is very subtle in its nature, what happens? A lot of students they sit for meditation, and what happens as soon as they close their eyes, try to focus on the natural breath, they go into panic. Right? They are like, my breath is not going on. I don't know what is happening to me. And as soon as that happens, they panic. They open their eyes. Right? It is because you haven't sharpened your concentration that you're not able to get an idea that the breath is flowing. The breath is very subtle in its nature. When you provide the breath the space to exist, you provide space for something to exist, right? So, in that same way, when we practice Anapan, we provide space for the breath to exist. When you do this thing, right, it becomes subtle because now it's getting space. When you go to a friend whom you really confide in, right? So, what are you getting over there? You're getting the space to be yourself, right? That is why I really love talking to that mentor or that friend in your life, right? Similarly, when you practice Anapan, you give space to your breathing. Okay, you exist. I'm allowing you to exist as you would want to exist, right? And breath is having the nature which is very subtle, so it will exist. Now, when the breath will exist, you will become afraid because for you, you are used to breath being in a very different manner, so you'll panic, right? Again, you have to work on sharpening the concentration of your mind. You have to focus, try to keep your focus on the breathing. But sometimes it so happens that for a very long period of time, I'm trying, but I'm not able to keep the focus on my breath anymore, right? Now, when I sit, even making effort to bring my mind back to the breathing, it's not possible for me, right? Why? Because I'm so totally gone or lost. I'm so away from the object, right? So in that case only you can take one or two deep breaths. That's it. Okay. Entire Anapan technique is about not changing the breath, but sometimes you need to form a connection back with the breathing. So in that only that case you regulate it. And how much regulation? Only one or two deep breaths. That's it. Then you come back to the natural breath again. You try to focus again. Now, because each and every one of you have a different mind, have a different personality, this timeline will vary for each and every one of you. For someone, it might be after 10 minutes. For someone, it might be after 5 minutes, right? But don't give up before 1 or 2 minutes. All right. So I'm most likely covering this again only, but I really like to emphasize on this point, and I really emphasize on this point more than one time in my classes, right? Okay. You need to know which step you have to take. All right. Now, coming to the general obstacles in meditation. All right. So most of you must be experiencing some pain in the body, some itching, right? Some irritation. As soon as somehow before that, no, right? But as soon as you start practicing anapan, you experience body pain, you experience itching in the body, some kind of irritation in the body. All the things that you did not notice before, all of them come in your notice somehow, right? So, how to navigate through this? It's very important in meditation, as I've said, to sit stably, to sit comfortably, right? But when this thing happens, your entire attention goes to the pain, right? Now, there is no chance you're focusing on the breathing. Entire focus has been captured by the pain that is occurring in the body or that itch, right? Whatever feeling it is, it's capturing you completely, right? This is a very big obstacle. And you need to understand this obstacle has been created by your mind. Because as soon as you will move the body, the pain will go away, right? Same goes for sleep. When people sit in meditation, they get the best sleep of their life, right? I'm not even joking, right? In my classes, so many students, after I finish the class, they come up to me and they say, we have been patients of insomnia for years, but in your class, we got the best sleep in a very long time, right? Even those people who don't have insomnia, they come to me and they say, in your class we slept very well. In years we haven't slept like this, and somehow when we were practicing over here, we slept very well, right? Now, you need to understand again, this is the mind coming in, right? The mind knows for you pain is it's going to distract you from the practice. If you go into sleep, into an unconscious state of mind, you will not be aware of the object only. So mind knows if you are like overall very passive kind of person, you will most likely fall asleep, right? And if you are like having any kind of a past injury or in general also, you will develop body pain. Either of the two things will happen. Either you will fall asleep in your meditation, or you will develop so much pain that you are not focused on the breath anymore. Again, so as soon as you step out of the class, the pain will be gone, right? If you move your body, the pain will be gone. And as soon as you step out of the meditation class, also your sleep will be gone, right? Earlier, you are not able to resist the urge to sleep. Now, sleep is completely gone as soon as you step out of meditation. So you need to understand this is the mind, right? Mind is coming in, inducing all of these things. Knowing you are vulnerable to these things, you are susceptible, right? So it targets, right? So now first thing I will tell you how to navigate through pain or any other sensation which really bothers you, right? So specifically for pain and in fact any other sensation, first thing is to try to observe it, right? You come back to your object. No matter what kind of itch there is, what kind of pain there is, if you shift your focus away from it, it somehow reduces. Have you ever seen if you give so much attention to your pain, it increases? Right? Try this the next time, right? If I, in fact, my mind is having so much power, if I just keep thinking I have pain there, I will actually start having pain there, right? In this body part or that body part, whatever I think, right? So you have to take care of this thing, right? Remove the mind away from that. Bring the mind's attention to the breath. All right, no matter what kind of sensation you're getting, what kind of pain you're getting, you will be able to navigate through it because you cannot deepen your breath over here. Some students, they come up to me and they say, can we breathe deeply through the pain? No, not in Anapan. Anapan is not giving this approach. Anapan is saying shift your focus, right? In case of severe body pain, right? Again, if you're getting body pain, there are other solutions also you can take, right? So in the case of severe body pain, so sometimes what happens, no matter how hard you try, you have given your best, but the pain is still there, and with time, this pain is constantly increasing, right? And now your entire focus and attention is on the pain. Anapan is forgotten, right? In that case, you move the body. Now listen very carefully, right? You move the body. All right. Again, the timeline will be different for each and every one of you, right? But how you move the body, you change that. When the yogis, they sat in deep meditation, they observed a very strong interlink between the body, the breath, and the mind. Right? That is why the way in which your breath is flowing is a very strong indicator of the state of your mind. Right? So now when this strong pain surges up in the body, I mindlessly move my body. I move it very quickly. Right? I just want to get rid of the pain. But I'm telling you, this is a trick and tactic. That if you are not able to bear the pain, right, you move the body very slowly. Very, very slow movement of the body should be given, and minimum adjustment should be made. Suppose I am developing ankle pain. I'm sitting in cross-legged position like this and I'm developing ankle pain, right? Now, one solution is I bring that like part of the foot out and place it on top of the other leg. One solution is this. Second solution is I just slightly move the ankle out, right? Wherever it is hurting, that gets released. All right. Minimum movement, and I do this very slowly. All right. When I have to lift my leg up and place it on the other leg, right? It's fast movement. It is a gross movement. Entire limb has moved, right? Apart from like, again, instead of this, I can go ahead and just shift the ankle a little bit, right? So that the pressure point has gone away, right? So this is how you navigate through pain. One more way of navigating through pain, and the most effective one, I would tell you this thing, most effective way to navigate through pain, because the pain is induced by the mind. You take a very strong mental resolution. I will not move my body for 10 minutes. You have taken the strong mental resolution before you begin the practice, right? Maybe you practice for 20-25 minutes, but for 10 minutes, you maintain the stability of the body. No matter what kind of pain comes up, you have taken the strong mental resolution. For 10 minutes, I will not move. Maybe after 10 minutes, I will give slow movement, right? Okay. So these are different ways in which you can navigate through the bodily pain, right? Any kind of body sensation. Now coming to sleep. Sleep is beginning, right? Who doesn't like sleep? Everybody wants to sleep, right? So, and most of the world today, they don't find relaxation in sleep, still they want to sleep, right? Okay. So now sleep is another barrier that will come up on your way as you progress on the path of meditation. How do you navigate through sleep? Again, I will give you two solutions. First solution is to sit in a slightly uncomfortable position. Now, I know in the beginning I have said that sit in any comfortable posture, but if you have the tendency to fall asleep, you are going to go ahead and sit in a slightly uncomfortable. Doesn't mean you are going for a highly uncomfortable position. You are not able to be in that position only. It is inducing so much pain in the body, right? Slightly uncomfortable, right? So suppose you generally sit in cross-legged position. Now start taking half lotus position, right? At least you will not fall asleep, right? What will happen? Your entire attention will go to the pain, right? So sleep is totally out of the cards, right? Pain will come in, but sleep at least I'm able to eliminate. You can sit in Vajrasan. Yesterday I wrote, or day before yesterday, or in previous class I wrote about Vajrasan. That is the only asana you can do after eating food, right? So you sit in Vajrasan. In that position, of course, it's very taxing for the knees. So if somebody is having knee problems, do not introduce this or give them variations, right? But in Vajrasan, it is very hard to fall asleep. There's so much pressure on your legs. No possibility of falling asleep, right? So you can first way of working through sleep is this only. Sit in slightly uncomfortable position, slightly difficult posture for you. right? It could be even cross-legged position. Some people struggle with sitting in a cross-legged position only. To them, other positions come, like they come, or they are able to practice those more easily, right? So second way to navigate through sleep, right? It is this thing only. Strong mental resolution. Before you begin your practice, you take a strong mental resolution that 5-10 minutes I'm not going to fall asleep. No matter what happens, I am not going to sleep, right? After those 10 minutes, maybe that if you're going for longer practice, but for 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not going to fall asleep. When you enter the practice with this kind of mind, you see a difference in your entire practice, right? Suppose I'm entering the meditation class in a very sleepy state of mind, right? How is my practice going to be? It's going to give same result, right? I'm very enthusiastic about my meditation class, right? What kind of result I'm going to get? Different kind of result I'm going to. It really matters the intention, how you are, you know, attuning your mind when you are entering the practice. All right. So this is the second way in which you can navigate through sleep. All right. Now, another very common query that comes up is that, ma'am, we said we want to do meditation, but my mind is running away so much. I just cannot. Like, it's too chaotic. There are too many thoughts, right? From today till the end of your sessions, my answer is going to remain same for this. Your object is your safe house, right? What practices of meditation or this practice of anapan it is doing? It is actually showing you how you have done the training of you. If your mind runs away so much, for so many years you have done this kind of training of the mind. So one day you sit in meditation class, you want to run away. How will you change the pattern you have created, you have, nurtured for 10, 20, 30, 40 years in just one session? That too 20, 30 minutes only, right? So you have to give yourself some time, but this makes you aware what training you have given to your mind. You have given the training to your mind to run away in all directions, right? All directions mean I told you there are only two directions, either it will go in the past or it will imagine something about the future, right? So it's going to run. So you have trained the mind to run, not to stay. It is not stable, it is not still, right? This is the training you have given to your mind currently. When you practice anapan, you become aware of this pattern or this habit of the mind. So you have to accept it, right? If I keep denying, no, there is no problem over there, no problem over there, how will I work through it? You have to accept the mind. Right now you have given this much training only, you have to accept yourself. Okay, this is how much work I have put in. And slowly, as you practice, you will see you are breaking this habit pattern of the mind, because through the breath you anchor yourself in the present reality, right? So you have to be very accepting, very patient, very non-judgmental with yourself. All right, no one else, yourself. All right, okay. With time you will come out of this tendency of the mind as well. That is when meditation will happen, right? Okay. Last point that I want to discuss is the happiness and sadness, right? So, or more concretely put, the liking and disliking. All right. So, somehow, some days when I sit in meditation, it is beautiful and I like that experience, right? And then on the next day, I again show up. Now the experience is bad, right? I'm not even able to sit today. Maybe the state of the mind is like that, right? So, I develop disliking towards it, right? I do not want this and I want this, right? This is the duality of the mind, right? If I want a good moment, if I want a good memory, right? Again, it is a memory at the end of the day. Good, bad, later question, right? But it is there, right? It is a duality. Either you want good experience out of something or you want to run away from the bad experience out of that, right? Entire life you are leading like this because this is the general human setting, biological setting. We are set biologically to avoid pain and to want pleasure in life, right? When you do meditation, you come out of this default training, right? Human beings are very different from other species. Why? Because we have the choice. We can come out of this duality of the mind where we are looking for happy moments, running away from sad moments. No, if there is happy moment, sad moment is also going to come. If you are sad, you will be happy as well. Trust, right? All of these things are temporary in their nature, right? But these things are two sides of the same coin: high, low, day, night, happy, sad, right? So when you sit for meditation, do not have the target in your mind that I will be happy after this, no, right? If you want to be happy, sadness is also going to follow you. You want to come out of this. Yogi comes out of these dualities of life, right? And it is harder to come out of happy memory. No? When I get pain in my body, some irritation in my body, I want to get rid of it. There's this instant urge to get rid of it, right? But what about the time when I remember something really beautiful? Now I want to stay with that. When I'm having very pleasant sensation on my body, very pleasant kind of experience on my body, I want to stay in that, right? But what is its nature? It's going to go away eventually. That is the nature, right? So it's very hard to come out of happy moment or happy memory, right? Sad, I still want to get away. I have the desire, the will, the motivation. But happy, I don't have any motivation. I want to stay in it, right? So you have to be very careful. Even when you remember something which is very happy, pleasurable for you, you come back to your object. You have to come back to your object, right? Don't do meditation with a mind that, oh, this is relaxation technique. No, relaxation techniques are different. You have many of them out there. If you want to go in that, explore relaxative techniques, not meditation, right? Because in meditation, we rise above not one or two sufferings, all the sufferings. We are going to rise above all of them, right? So I hope by now all of your doubts, your queries are cleared. Just in case you have more doubts, queries, please try to join the live classes, right? It is best to clarify your doubts on a live session. All right. So we are going to begin today's practice. Wherever you are, sit comfortably. Keep your back neck straight. And once you feel ready, very gently close your eyes. Keep the back and neck straight and close the eyes gently. Start observing your breath. Just generally shift your focus and attention to the breathing. Now slowly become aware of your body. Allow the body to be. Allow the body to adjust and align itself. Once you have made all the adjustments, take a strong mental resolution. I will not move my body until the end of the practice. Now gently come back to the breath again. This time, shifting the focus to the triangular region, the area above your lips, the right and the left nostril. Become aware of this region and watch the breath flow in and out of this part of the body. Just allow the breathing to flow in and out and keep your entire attention and awareness on this part. Not even one breath should enter or exit your system without your awareness. Observe the breath like a gatekeeper. Observe the natural flow of the breath and try to stay with the breath for as long as possible. If the breath is long, it is long. If the breath is shallow, it is shallow. Deep, it is deep. Don't make any changes. Just simply come back to your breath again and again. Each and every time your mind wanders, very gently bring it back to the breath. Not even one breath should enter or exit your system without your awareness. Remain very alert, aware, and vigilant throughout your practice. Keep coming back to the breath again and again. As you begin to inhale, this awareness should be there that the inhalation is taking place. As you begin to exhale, this awareness should be there that exhalation is taking place. Try to stay with the breath for a long period of time, maintaining the level of your awareness. Remain alert, aware, and vigilant throughout your practice, observing your breath like a gatekeeper, not allowing even one breath to enter or escape your system without your awareness, without your knowledge. Stay with your breath. Very slowly and gently begin to suspend your practice. If you feel the need, you can release the posture that you are currently in. Feel free to release your posture. Suspend the practice now. Simply observe how you feel as we are about to close our session for today. Simply become aware of the impact of your practice. We are going to close today's session by chanting Om one time, followed by three Shantis. Keep the back and neck straight. Eyes are gently closed. Take a deep, prolonged inhalation for Om. Om. Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration, feel the sensation. Join both the palms together, gently bow your head down, respecting your practice, respecting the method. And now begin to rub both your palms together. Place the palms on the eyes. Allow your eyes to absorb this heat. We will do this two more times. Rub the palms together properly. Take the palms on the eyes. One more time. Rub the palms. Place them on the eyes. Very slowly while blinking and looking at the palms. Open up the eyes. Keep a big smile on your face. Namaste to everyone. Feel free to spread this energy on your body. Take some time with your body. Spread this energy on the body. And when you feel ready, gently come back. Hey guys, I hope it was a conducive meditation session for you. Keep practicing. Tomorrow we are going to talk a little bit more about Anapan and we are going to discuss the different stages of Anapan. Until then, enjoy the remaining of your classes and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.